Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to this channel of ours. My name is Modeo. Thank you so much for the support that you've given this channel, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting. I appreciate you guys. May God bless each and every one of you. Yeah, let's keep growing the channel. It is where it is because of you guys. Today I want us to talk about something. um Yesterday I was talking to one of my former colleagues. She's very young, she's very beautiful. We had this conversation and it went on and on and on, and we were talking about why it is hard nowadays to find a husband. I mean, like, it is so hard for them to find men who are serious, men who are ready to settle, men who are focused, they have a direction. And I think it was easier for us back some time back. I think the things that this generation is looking for is totally different from what we were also looking for. I think these guys are more of a microwave. They want everything, ready. And it doesn't work like that. You can't meet somebody today and then in 2-3 months you want him to take you to Bali. This is what I picked from that conversation. I'm 22, 24, 25, that's a good age to start dating. Yeah. And dating does not mean you go having sex. The other thing that is going very wrong with how this generation is dating is you go date a guy, before you know it, you're already jumping into bed. So even you making an informed decision becomes very difficult because there are already emotions involved, and it becomes very hard for you to detach yourself because there's already a connection. You're already connected to this person sexually, so you're not able to make some good decisions. You're not, because there's a lot going on emotionally. Doing all, just, it won't help you. So take your time, date this person, get to know this person. If he's serious, get married, then start having sex. Yeah, that is what I'd advise my own daughter. Preserve yourself for marriage, because the moment you start getting to that area, it becomes very hard to make very good decisions. Yeah, reason why some women miss out on good men and later regret in life is because they're focusing on superficial qualities. This meaning choosing looks over character. When you're young, there's that feeling, or you want a particular kind of a guy. He has to be tall, he has to be handsome, he has to be dark, for those ladies who like dark men. He has to be six-pack, but you may find this kind of a guy, but he's not a guy of good character. Yeah, so you overlook somebody's character because of the physical attributes of this person, because you're going for looks, you're going for money, you're going for lifestyle. You see his car parked there, you're screaming, and you think you've reached, and this is all that you need. He's very good when they want a woman. Even how they talk, hey, you will not even know how that man amekweka box. You will not know how you got there. Go for a guy who has a good character, somebody who is kind, somebody who gives you peace more than the status. Somebody who has, later you realize a man's kindness, faithfulness, peace of mind matters more than the material appeal. The second one is listening to others instead of your heart. Friends and social media can influence decisions. Some leave good men because they don't seem exciting, forgetting that real love is about consistency. A woman might leave a good man because he's not exciting enough or doesn't fit the image, only to realize later that real love isn't about appearance but about consistency and care. Yeah, like I said earlier, you're looking at what your friends are doing, what their boyfriends are doing, where they're being taken, the gifts they're receiving, that pressure. Also looking at other celebrities' lifestyle, how they're treated by their boyfriends. You find that you found yourself a very good man, but you're comparing your relationship with what is out there, yeah, which will not be the best way to go about it. I think focus on the two of you. Stop looking at what your friend is doing, comparing your man because that one does this, that, and the other for the girlfriend. Now you also want the same. Putting too much pressure on this man to match that lifestyle, which is not practical. Chances are you're both on the same level. Yeah, you're also trying to grow your careers, etc. So why are you putting that high demand on somebody who's trying to make it, who's also trying to grow financially, be able to be stable? I mean, why give that man that pressure? Is it really necessary? And you might find that people you're actually comparing yourself with, actually the cars they drive, the places they go, it could actually be funded by their parents, yeah, or their trust fund babies. And there you are giving your boyfriend so much pressure for what? Yeah. The other one is emotional immaturity. When one isn't emotionally healed or self-aware, it's easy to reject healthy love, not because it's wrong, but because it feels unfamiliar. Trauma and insecurity can cause a person to push away someone who genuinely loves them. Unhealed wounds and insecurity can make someone reject good love because it feels too calm and unfamiliar. And I think I've mentioned this before in one of the videos, that it's important before you start dating, even for mature women, you had scars, wounds from the previous relationship. It's just important that you take time to heal. Go for counseling if you have to. Talk to somebody, talk to somebody who can help you in the journey of healing before it be emotional abuse, or even physical, whatever it is. And then you come into another relationship where this man is actually a very good man. You're not used to being treated nicely. You're not used to this kind of love that is calm. No, you're not comfortable being in a relationship where it is this love, it is this genuine love. So you just end up traumatizing this young man or this man because you're not healed. You have things that you need to deal with. You have a past that you've not healed from. There are people who are actually out there who come with very good intentions. So you just have to be in a space where you're able to receive that kind of love. And part of the healing journey is also loving yourself. Loving yourself is ensuring that is knowing that you have a problem and you need to address it, and you need to move from that point to the next point. It's a healing that you're going through. So you cannot accommodate another human being if you have other things that you have to deal with. Heal. Don't bring all that drama into this relationship. You'll also cause more harm into the new relationship because now you have a past that you've not dealt with, which will not be fair to the other person. Ignoring spiritual alignment. Some ignore the importance of shared faith, values, and purpose. A woman might choose chemistry over calling, later realizing that working together in faith is essential for a lasting love. Chemistry fades, but shared belief and purpose keep love strong. Without spiritual alignment, relationships often drifts. I agree. As you're choosing a partner, you need to ask yourself, are you aligned? Matters faith, matters value, matters purpose. Yeah. Do you see your person? Would you see yourself as a helper with this person? You can't have a calling and this person has a different. You will always clash. Yeah. So those are things that you may need, or even does not believe in what you believe in. You'll always be clashing and you'll always be drifting, because when your purpose is aligned this way, his is aligned this way. So yet you're supposed to be together so that you're able to help each other. Yeah, you're able to grow together. You grow faster, you grow better as a team as opposed to on your. So if you're not looking at the values, the purpose, the faith that this person comes with, it becomes very difficult. The other one is prioritizing career over independence over partnership. Ambition is good, but sometimes balance is lost. Yeah. Some women postpone love until the right time, only to discover that companionship and family are not things that can be scheduled. Some discover too late that success feels empty without companionship. It's good to be independent, and for girls to go look for jobs, grow their careers, make their own money. But there has to be a balance. Don't prioritize your career so much that you lose out on other things that are important in life. You know, even before, when Adam was created, God looked at Adam and he felt he needed a companion. Yeah. God felt that he cannot do these things by himself. You know, he needed a companion. So you cannot be a career woman and all you think about is money, your career, you want to be this, that, and the other. Then later on in life, when you've made it, you sit back and there's no one to enjoy that with. Yeah, because now all the men that came looking for you at that point in time, when you're busy building your career, have all gone. They've all found ladies who are ready to settle down. Yeah, they found ladies who are willing to have children, ready to be helpers. Yeah, and grow together with this man. You, by the time you're turning and looking around, there's nobody. Everybody has moved on. Even that guy you were. You know, the other thing, the other thing, the danger of even this, of these career girls, Miss Independent, you want to be this and that. There's always, most of the time from what I have seen is, you tend to like, because you've grown so much career-wise, you're independent, you have your own money, you're also looking for somebody who is of your level or above. Yeah, and you see people grow differently. Yeah, so you may find you've grown your career and then you find a man has not really reached there because maybe his route was starting up a business, and before that business starts making money, it will take a bit of time, you see. So because he's not reached your level of achievement, you might actually miss out on a good man because you're busy looking at how he looks. You know, this man doesn't dress properly, doesn't smell nicely, does not have a car. Yeah, you're more focused on how he looks, how his pocket looks like. Yet all this man needs is just a bit of time, and he could even surpass your level. He could actually go beyond your level and even be the one who is actually doing everything for you. Yeah. So later on in life, you see this man who you ignored and you wanted nothing to do with him. He's found a girl who was willing and ready to settle down with him. And now 5 years, 10 years later, they have grown, they're doing so well and they're so happy. And you're there saying, oh my God, this girl took my husband. That man used to come and take you out for coffee dates and all that. Shows up with dusty shoes, you know, dusty pants because he's been up and about looking for business. You know, Juakali people, we move around a lot. Yeah. And so maybe when he was running around trying to, look for work or create more job opportunities for his business, the guy didn't even have time to go, brush his shoes and show up, or maybe does not even have a car. Yeah, so he shows up and you're there. You're even feeling embarrassed being spotted with this man. Yeah, so I think girls, let's not be too quick to judge these people. I think let's take time. Believe you me, a majority of us are losing out on good men because you're looking at what does this man come with? Of course, there are things you'd expect a man to have achieved at a certain level in life. But for those who are starting out, I mean, who are starting dating and trying to get into serious relationships, give these guys a bit of grace, because you're gonna miss out on a good man trying to chase, or you're actually settling for a man who has all these things, but you will never know peace. You know, you'll never know freedom. You'll never be able to support you. You'll never be able to be the man who you look forward to seeing, because you focused on the material stuff that you forgot this man was actually a good person. And you settle for a man who, when you shop with him, everybody is, you know, admiring. You look like, but then most of the time, the guys who who are really nice and you know, guys wananga mambo mingi, polite and kind, guys with good with character, you know, are men who actually they're very boring. They look very boring. Even how they do things, even how they talk, they look very. But those are the guys most of us do not want to be. You have to be associated with bad boys who stress your head, who come home to you what time of the night, or is it morning? You know, who never leave the club. You know, surely are you gonna? Pretty much you're doing marriage by yourself, because this guy is never there. Yeah. Yet you left a man who was very nice, peaceful, you know, who comes home early, who is out to make you happy, you know, who is out to, you know, be a good husband, be a good father, you know. You went for a bad boy because he's good looking and there's a nice car. He has a machine parked outside. What? The other thing is taking a good man's love for granted. Yeah, when someone consistently shows care, it can be easy to overlook their worth until they are gone. Many realize too late that steady love is rare and precious. Very, very true. You can always be there caring for this person, showing love to this person, being kind to this person, and because of this person being so available, you start taking this person for granted. Things just are not okay. This is a person who is by your side. Yeah. When you call at whatever time, he picks up or she picks up the phone. Yeah. Becoming too familiar, you don't appreciate this person. And then one day he wakes up and he realizes, hey, I'm doing all this for nothing. He takes off. Then now you start feeling the emptiness. You can't call this person because chances are he's probably even moved on with somebody else. Then there you are complaining again. Oh. Yet you are actually so busy, focused elsewhere, that you are not seeing what you have. Yeah. Or you thought you'll remain a spring chicken for the rest of your life. This guy has scattered, or this lady has gone. You're left there by yourself. You and your spring chickenness, thinking all these girls will always be there. You know, there's too much attention. Yeah. This girl is gone. Yeah. And for the ladies, because now you think this guy is desperate, or when he has nothing else to do with his life, and all he's doing is just loving on you. Yeah. Just want to be the best, you know, man for you. One day he'll just wake up and he's gone. He finds somebody who actually appreciates him more than you do. Later on in life, you're regretting. And you start wishing that you settled with that guy. Because at that point in time, that's what you need. What he was offering you, and you need it, but he's nowhere. He's moved on with his life. You know, such opportunities, such men are rare to find. When you find a good one, shikilia and be a good person.